And we're back. Apologies for the longer than normal break. I wanted to make sure I was getting copious notes taken down in between. And I learned a few things, actually. I never actually knew what the specific formula was for Locke's steel. Apparently, what the formula is the percentage chance of his steel is his level plus 50 minus the enemy's level. So, if you're same level as the enemy, it'll be 50% chance. However, you have an 87.5% chance of stealing a common item if you succeed in a steal, and the rest of the percent is how much of a chance you have of stealing a rare item. So if the enemy has both a common and a rare, they only have two slots, well, you get a successful steal, and then it rolls on whether you get a rare or common item. So stealing items you want can be kind of difficult.
The king's brother was so disgusted by the succession that he fled the castle, never looking back. I heard tell the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, there's someone here from the Empire to see you here, sir. Kefka, no doubt. Phooey! Emperor Gestal's stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you live out in the middle of the stinking desert? These recon jobs are the pits. There's sand on my boots. All gone, sir. How pathetic! Sir Kefka, what in the world brings you out of my way?
Oh, we're now in control of Edgar, by the way. Edgar is a machinist. Let's go ahead and check his status. Strength 39, so strength is definitely his highest stat. He's got a very decent attack power, but that might have something to do with the mithril sword he has equipped. Also, he has the tools command. Yeah, don't be terribly surprised.
You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance with this miserable little sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I hear you've been busy down south, taking over a country or three. What's the Empire up to? That's none of your concern. What brings Emperor Gestal's own court mage Kefka to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she was found refuge here. This wouldn't have to do with that witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand in the desert. A man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. Oh, Edgar! You know you only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. I don't like the sound of that. Where's Terra? Take her to the room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I need to do some planning now. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets. If you'll excuse me.
Follow me. Slowly. The only place he could go is this tower, so don't worry, he's still around.
Sorry I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. I'm... Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? I'm a treasure hunter! On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with the underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as the go-between. The old man you met in Nosh is one of us, too. The Empire? But I'm an Imperial soldier! Not anymore. They were using you, that's all. Things are different now. It's just, I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. You don't have to think too hard right now. You'll know what you want to do when the time comes. But how will I know which choice is right? What in the... What's going on? It's the Empire! Kefka, he... What do you think you're doing? Bring me the girl. Now. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, then enjoy the barbecue. Get her ready. Yes, sire. Had a change of heart. It seems I have no choice. Well, perhaps I do. Oh my! The brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin! How utterly delightful! Jump! Alright, sink her into the sand. Yahoo! When Edgar said to prepare her, it was less so that he was trying to talk about Terra. It's more like how someone might call a vehicle her. Witness the glory of Figaro! Go! Kill them! But it looks like even on Chocobos we can't escape from the Magitech armor. Say hello to our boss fight with the Magitech armor ×2! Looks like they don't have anything important to steal. Only a couple of potions and eye potions. But we might need healing, so I should take care of that. Oh, what's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you just see what I saw? You did, right? Right? Yeah, this kid's really something, huh? Really something. That was magic. Magic. Magic? She used magic? Terra. Your name was Terra, right? What? What exactly was that just now? I'm sorry, No, we should be apologizing. I mean, make such a big deal out of it. Nor did I, it just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic and we can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, the magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar.
One wink makes them swoon. Alright, one of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy VI. And added hilarity because Locke has seen her use magic before if you've done enough fights. Alright, so now we can use tools. We have the auto crossbow, the bio blaster, and noise blaster. I'm gonna see if the noise blaster works on these guys, because confusing them would be a huge help. There we go. Yep, they'll start Magitech lasering each other. And as long as you don't use physical attacks, guess what? I'm gonna see the bio blaster counts as a physical attack. It does not. Yay us. So yeah, you can cheese this fight pretty easy with the noise blaster. Oh, I should have Lock Steel. Bye-bye. 2 high potions. Yay us.
Bravo, Figaro! Son of a sandworm. You'll pay for this.
Infamous translation. In the SNES version, his name was... the name he gave was Son of a Submariner. Which I guess kind of makes sense in a way. Old fan, Bloody Rain. Bloody Rain. This is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time and one of my favorite games of all time.
Were those bad people? I'm scared. Terra, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic? That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's got to be a relationship. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. They want your powers for their own. And if they get them, the world is done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, don't you?
Not willing to braid the iOS version? You see, the iOS version has stupid graphics, and it's dumb. Whereas the GBA version, the only downsides were the music and the colors. Which this doesn't have because I've got a hacked version of it that people have added back in the normal colors and the music.
Then I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave just south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction.
Alright, so, unique to this game is how you ride chocobos. It's we actually talked about this when we went to the school. But yeah, it's more three-dimensional in a way. So you can ride it around and you just say press A to move forward, or you can press forward to move forward, and then left and right, rotate. So we're gonna head south towards South Figaro. I'm just killing time right now. I believe that it's actually this way, in here. No? It might be. Yeah, there it is. It's hard to see the entrance to the cave sometimes, and I definitely lost. However, as soon as you press B, the chocobo leaves and you don't get it back. So make sure you only do that when you're ready. Oops, let's overwrite this file. Alrighty. So if you came here before going to Figaro Castle, this guy would have stopped you.
King Edgar, where are you headed, sire? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. We'll then make for the Returner headquarters to the north. Return to the castle and pass the word along.
Understood, sire. Take care. Get near that and you get a recovery spring. However, it seems that there's no way to get forward. And there's a turtle! You give me a turtle! Back attack! Alright, let's go ahead and use the auto crossbow, which I didn't get to show off yet. One of my favorite tools in the game, even though it's the first tool you get. It's just so cool looking. This has an automatic crossbow. It's free, you get to keep using it as much as you want. It takes up Edgar's turn. It's great. Basically, you never need to attack with it. More auto crossbow goodness. Oh right, these guys are actually going to survive it. Etha. I'm going to keep exploring the rest of this area because I want to make sure I get all the stuff. And especially this early in the game, the auto crossbow is monstrously strong. Even in groups this big, the auto crossbow still deals as much damage as before. Downside, it doesn't have a single target option. So, if you're planning on using it against a single enemy, well, in Edgar, it might be better off if you don't. I'm gonna actually take off that and give the Mithril Sword to you, because I want to test if the auto crossbow is affected by your attack power. I'm pretty sure it isn't. That's not something I'm 100% certain on. Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't affected by the attack power, or at least not enough to make a significant difference. Which means, yeah, Locke's much better having this sword equipped because Terra can at least fall back on magic as an offensive option. Alright. You actually get a significant amount of gil early in the game compared to what you would normally have to buy. What you have to buy is a lot cheaper than the amount of gil is what you get, is what I'm trying to say. So don't worry terribly about spending money on consumables if you need to. Or if you feel the need to, I should say. If you're doing what I'm doing and you're grabbing the chest now before later in the game when they change, then you're gonna have enough consumables to last you for a while anyway. The only time it got hairy was during that very first fight where you had the Moogles helping and I needed to steal from that boss. No reason to get our hands dirty. Technically, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Bioblaster might be dealing more damage to these enemies than the auto crossbow is. But notice how we haven't had a problem yet, so it doesn't really matter. And by getting through there, we find ourselves back on the world map, and the town of South Figaro.
Oh my. Excuse me, sir.
Unfortunately, you can't actually talk to him, even if you're dashing.
Our shops carry weapons, armor, and relics of the utmost quality.
And you might see Chocobo. Chocobo stable.
80 gil for a chocobo ride. How about it?
Here you can rent a chocobo, basically take it around wherever you want to go for a while. I'm gonna be checking barrels and stuff because that's gonna happen. Yep. I believe there's a secret back here. Might be imagining things. It's entirely possible I'm imagining things. Yeah. Just keep an eye out for stuff like that can happen in this game. There's a lot of little itty-bitty places where you could be like, oh, look, secrets, and then not find anything.
Our shops carry one
antidote.
Beyond Mount Kultz lies the Saber Mountains.
That sells relics. That's an inn and a pub. We want to go there pretty much last. What kind of dummies would go and make the Empire mad? I wonder if it'll really come to war. Maybe I should return home now before it's too late. I'm really liking this translation of the game, though. I haven't played the GBA version before, and the different translation is a welcome change.
The city's eastern border, so attacking from there would... Hey, what do you think you're doing? Being in here when I'm trying to write a letter, Oh, sorry, I may be the richest man in town, but even that doesn't keep me from being startled.
There's always a nasty draft in this room. Oh, where's it coming from? I'm afraid I'll catch a cold. Well, go behind the bookshelf, and you'll find this. Yep, not much we can actually do here at the moment. Yeah, it's just a place. Kinda nondescript. We'll worry about that some other time. Clang, 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 clang. I'm Matchtech Armor. My dad's super important. So important people come here for dinner all the time. Even generally. Generally. I forgot what I was going to say. Nice touch, game. Nice touch. I like it. Alright. Moving out. And you get a Phoenix down from that barrel, which is kind of the only reason to be here. Unless you want to go through this secret door, which goes over here, gives us an elixir. Gotta be thorough in this game. Yeah, for some reason clocks like to hide elixirs in this game. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, you might be wondering, what determines who's your party leader? It's all formation, like I showed with the Moogles. So whoever you want to lead the party, just put them at the top of the list. Ah, weapons and armor. I was looking for this. Dagger, mithril knife, mithril sword. Okay, so what we want to do here, according to my notes, we want 2 great swords. Noise blaster and bioblaster if you need them. Everything else is armor. So we also want to get 3 heavy shields, 3 plumed hats, and a kenpogi, and a cotton robe. As you can see, certain characters can wield certain equipment. Not everybody can wield the same stuff. That is going to be of that importance. Equipment draw is huge in this game. Alright. Optimize. 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 Wasn't that easy. Now, one thing you might normally do in a game like this is sell your old equipment. Final Fantasy VI, it's not a big deal. You don't get much guilt at all for selling old equipment, and old equipment can have some quirks about them sometimes.
Head east and you'll find Mount Colts.
Look at me when you're talking to me, at least. I mean, goodness. Right, there's an item shop over there, and as you can see, because there was a little indentation on the in the way the grass on the ground was, you can walk into this house from behind.
My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town.
I'll go talk to the old man then. Oops.
I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you.
So it looks like the old man might know something interesting, but he wants some hard cider.
The big house at the north end of town belongs to the richest family here. The town's defenses are tight. Even with their magic armor, the Imperials won't find it easy to get inside.
Duncan's house.
My husband, Duncan, is a martial artist. He's famous even in Figaro to the north. Took his students to Mount Colts for some meditation and training, so he probably won't be back for a while.
And, for some reason, her basement has a save point. So we're gonna save, because we can. Alright, all that done. Last place we want to go is to the inn/relic shop, because we can finally get our first relics in the game.
You can gain all kinds of abilities from equipping relics. These shoes double my walking speed.
Yeah, you might want to learn how to control yourself when you do that.
Relics can give you a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes double your walking speed. Gauntlet lets you wield Neoniana. Knight's Code lets you shield others in combat.
No, this was all stuff at the that we looked at the school. Word for word, actually. So what we're gonna want to do is get every single one. So I might need to actually go ahead and handsome ring set with a large gemstone prevents petrification, and book detailing Knighthood's moral code causes the bearer to cover critically wounded allies. Might notice we don't have enough for the sprint shoes. We're gonna equip all those relics first. Relics. I'm gonna give you silver spectacles, prevent darkness, because you're the person who physically attacks the most. Then I guess I'll prevent petrification. I want to give you the Knight's Code, and I'll give you the Star Pendant to prevent poison. So now we're gonna go ahead and sell a bunch of things that we don't need. Don't need bucklers. Don't need mithril knives. They don't do anything interesting. Don't need leather caps, they don't do anything interesting. Don't need leather armor, they don't do anything interesting. So we don't have enough for the sprint shoes yet. But because this game baselines the sprint shoes, the actual sprint shoes just make you go even faster. And not always something you want in a relic slot when there are more important things. So it's not important that we get the relic now, but I probably want to get it eventually. I really need to stop leaning in such a way so that my controller is under my mic. You guys just hear clack, clack, clack. You don't need to hear that.
Figaro Castle stood up to the Empire? Great, now we'll get drawn into this.
Now we head to the pub.
You look just like that student of Duncan's. That man at the counter's got a nasty look about him.
Yeah, the Empire's been invading one town after another. Wonder how safe we are in South Figaro.
Duncan's been training his boy Vargas along with the other students. Always grumbling about how the kid never seemed to make any progress.
Right, ignore us and maybe we'll just disappear.
Back off, Locke. That guy looks familiar. Yeah, that's him, alright.
Seven, Sir Matt? 7 isn't even in my top 5.
He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind his wintry gaze lies the face of known to none who live. Say hello to Shadow. That Shadow, he's an assassin. Kill his own best friend for the right price.
I think the original translation was something like he'd slay his mama for a nickel.
Guess we better steer clear of him.
Not a 7 fan, too edgy.
Leave us. The dog eats strangers.
Out of my way. I ate a cider over the old timer. Because, see, some of us have jobs. Now scram. Fine. Hello, Sir Matt. Good to see you. Goodness.
Needy, aren't you?
Alright, let's head out. We just wanted to experience Shadow's music. And it seems like he is going to give the cider to the old man.
I say we follow him.
So what is it in your job that makes it so you have to deliver cider to this old man in the first place? Let's see if the old man will talk to us now that he has his cider delivered. Work here's done. You're my way. Move it. The sprite work in this? Oh yeah, the sprite work in Fin 6 is fantastic. Nope. Still doesn't want to talk to us. Oh well. Guess we'll just leave town. We've got everything we need after all. I don't think we can only leave through the exit, the entrance we took already, so. Really? Come on, people. Clogging up the roads with your chillins. Get your chillins back home. You all suck at raising them. Alright, so there's really only one other area we can go to. There's another white dot on our map. Remember that how, Edgar said that we wanted to go to South Figaro and then north from there to get to the returner base. A killer's life is spent getting insider info from old men. One of these days, Sir Matt, you're gonna get banned, and you're just gonna be gone one day, and you're never gonna figure out why. Oh my. What a cozy little cottage. And once again, I'm doing that thing where my controller's near the mic.
What's that smell? These flowers. He always liked these.
To have this scene make more sense when I have Edgar be in front.
These dishes. They're just like the ones he always used. His tea. It was his favorite.
Tea and a potion.
Could Sabin have been living here? Hey. Do you happen to know where I could find the man who lives here?
Sure do. He left a couple days ago. As soon as he heard Master Duncan had been killed, headed up into the mountains. They say Duncan's son Vargas is missing too. I don't like it one bit. I have to get my puns out via YouTube comments. That'll give me more time to make worse jokes. Oh god. I've made it worse for myself. Moose! And an unsealing. Hey, Tighter Pro, welcome back. Welcome to Mount Colts. Kill them! Kill the martial artist with poison. Oh, that heals them. Shoot. Well, lesson learned. Battle backgrounds are awesome too. Yeah, the battle backgrounds are pretty amazing. Better heal up Terra, because holy cow, they like to kick Terra's ass. Sorpius! Yeah, Edgar's tools basically mimic a lot of Magitech equipment, Magitech attacks in many ways. More Zagrams. In the Style of Friends episodes, the one with the Magitech. Final Fantasy. Oh, right! Pincer attacks that we perform. They actually are mostly good because then you can fight enemies from attack enemies from behind and take advantage of that. However, notice how it's multi-targeting, but it wasn't. Yeah, that's the one limitations. You won't be able to heal your entire party with abilities. You're going to be limited in that sense. So while having a pincer attack against the enemy is generally a good thing, it's not always. And these guys like to counter with gore, which hurts a lot. I don't think it'll counter if it dies, though. Good. Couple of cures. Already running out of MP. I didn't rest, so. The main Gauche, which is an improvement over Locke's current sword, and it's a short dagger that sometimes parries enemy attacks. So you can see our evasion goes up by 10, and also increases his speed by 4. Yeah, really good piece of equipment there. Locke gets actually pretty unique equipment in the game, usually weapons. Not entirely sure what you're doing, Totapro. Alright. Ups Daisy, around. More Zagrams. Burn them to death. All the way to death. Oh, I love that main Gauche. Gauche. I actually don't know how that weapon is pronounced. I just assume it's main Gauche. But whatever. Oh my! A shadow! Actually, it's supposed to indicate where you're supposed to go next. By doing that, you're going around the mountain. Oh god, living plants! And as usual, our normal strategy works. We're getting a ton of pincer attacks. I don't think I want to go that way yet. I want to go this way. I don't remember which. That one progresses. Never mind. I forget which area you're supposed to go to first, second, and third in this place. I always get it mixed up. Alright, so these guys counter, so we're not going to physically attack them. Oh, they counter a steal attempt. Never mind. Noise Blaster! Darn. Bioblaster. Cool, got it to gore itself, which, now that I think about it, is a pretty complicated series of events to be able to happen. And we got a tent, which we will probably be using soon if we find a save point. Gotta use our quote-unquote magic attacks against these guys, because they're jerks. Use the foe to eat the entirety of itself until nothing remains. Well, depending on how good your confusion spell is. Give me a sec, I need to adjust my chair, so you might hear some movement. There we go. Yay, Terra gained a level. Oh my! Whoever's doing that is far more adept at moving through these mountains than we are. Thankfully, they have rickety rope bridges and stuff that we can still use, and we are now surrounded. Also, can't run away from if you're in a pincer attack, just in case you were hoping to do something along those lines. Don't attack Sir Matt. He has a counter pun. Every time you attack him, he has to say a pun. It makes things worse for everybody. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sort. We'll use a sleeping bag on Terra because... yeah, fully restores MP. So before I do that, I'm going to cure everybody. Alright, now I'm going to use the sleeping bag. And then we'll save. Don't put me under pun pressure. Now you know my my evil plan all along. Oh, right. I just physically attacked the counterattacker. Oh, he didn't counter. Yay. I don't think you got his joke. It was a counter pun. I actually kind of liked it. Oh no, I had Edgar attack physically. What's wrong with me? You liked my pun? Damn it, let me try again. I hate how I have to have chat all squished up on the side for a GBA game though, because its resolution was weird. Oh no, the stream crashed. I need a good pun stat. The encounters start picking up in this area and start being a little more difficult, in case you hadn't noticed yet. There's that counterattack. That didn't look like the person from the flashback.
Who could this be?
So many encounters on our way in, though.
Sabin sent you, didn't he?
Who are you?
Sabin, is he here?
You were the one sneaking around us the whole way here, weren't you?
And if I was? Well, it doesn't really matter who you are. I've got no plans to surrender. Woe was the day you met me. It'll be the last day of your lives.
Say hello to Vargas and Ippus! That's right, he comes with 2 bears! Fucking hell. You need to get rid of the bears ASAP, because they hurt. Also, any and all AoE attacks do not affect Vargas. You cannot attack him until the Ippus are gone. Time to kill Winnie the Pooh. Times 2. And occasionally, he will use Gale Cut. Very powerful AoE attack that you will probably have to heal through. They're a pain in the Ursa. I'm surprised you didn't go for the Winnie the Ippu first. Why'd you let me get that joke out? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save some of Terra's MP. In the meantime, Locke is gonna try and steal. There is an item we would like to get from this guy.
Come on! What's the matter?
Potion, not what I wanted. No, enemy has no items is actually false, I believe. Unless... What I think happens is he got the successful steal attempt, but it still is common item still. No, maybe I'm wrong.
Enough of this. I'll send you all to the great beyond. That's enough, Vargas. Ah, if it isn't Sabin. Why, Vargas? Why did you kill Master Duncan? How could you kill your own father? That fool snubbed me, his only son. He chose you as his successor. That's not true. Our master... It's true and you know it. It's written in the ugly sneer across your face. He wanted you to be a successor, not me. He knew you had the most potential. I'm sick of listening to your lies. I've got far more than just potential. Why don't you see for yourself? Lizard Fist! Ah, Sabin. My father was right to see so much in you. I guess there's no way avoiding this. Fate made us train together, and now fate will send you to your doom.
Alright, so there are actually 3 ways to deal with this fight. Especially since the first thing he's going to do is use Doomfist. You can either attack him until he dies, you can die, or you can do this.
Now, get ready to join your beloved master.
Left, right, left, A.
Raging Fist! Ugh! You already learned that technique.
If you manage to keep fighting him, eventually a voice will come to you teaching you how to use that blitz. Or, if you already know what the input is, you can just do it on your own. Tedapro, please stop trying to get in RPG battles with people in the chat. Also, no one has necks.
Vargas, only you hadn't been so consumed by pride. Sabin. Brother?
Brother? You're his twin brother. His brother? At first I thought you were another one of Vargas's bears.
You thought I was a bear? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, Edgar, what are you doing here? We're on our way to the Saber Mountains. To return our hideout, no doubt. So the wheels are finally turning. I've been watching from a distance, hoping this world would come to its senses. The way things are going, I was afraid Figaro would end up as a puppet state. A means of striking back has presented itself. There'll be no more playing lapdog to the Empire. I'm through with that act. Think a bear like me could be of any help? You join us, Sabin. I think Duncan would rest easier knowing his training helped bring peace to the world. Well then, let's get going.
Alright, in our party now is Sabin the Monk. He's actually in the wrong formation. Push him to the back row because of that Blizzard Fist technique. He knows attack and blitz. His strength is 47, speed is 37, which is decent. Stamina, I actually learned, it increases how much you're healed by regen and prevents insta-kill attacks from affecting you. He also has Metal Knuckles, Leather Cap, and Kenpo Gi. If you go to his blitz commands, you actually can see all the ones you have available to you. Raging Fist unleashes a flurry of blows on a single enemy. Aura Cannon blasts a single enemy with a bolt of holy energy. And Meteor Strike hurls a single enemy to the ground. I will do my best to show off all of these. Interesting fact about Sabin, actually. I'm gonna go back to his statuses. Notice how magic is his lowest stat? That's a bad thing. Most of his blitz commands use his magic stat. So, yeah. Gorgias. Alright. RL down up. I believe. Meteor Strike. Unfortunate thing about blitz commands, if you use a single target ability, you don't get to choose... Oops. I didn't mean to do that. You don't get to choose what your target is. Alright. Aura Blast. Fun fact about anything that has a diagonal input. You don't actually have to put in the diagonal input. What you can do is, notice how Aura Cannon is the quarter circle forward? Well, you could, instead of putting quarter circle forward, put down, down, left, or down, left, left, and you would still get the same effect. The game would measure it as such. That said, this is an excellent time to take our final break of the day. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do to be able to keep watching comfortably. And I will be right back.